What's up, it's the Park Bum here, and as you can see, we got a 2K21 next gen video for you. But before we even get into the video, show your boy some love real quick by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Now, as you can see today, we got a build video for y'all, and this build right over here is going to be a lockdown defender. And where I got my little motivation to want to even drop the video is just based off of watching other YouTubers drop their build videos, bro. And like them just not even giving you the most possible badges, but having like sort of similar attributes, bro. So I ain't gonna hold you. One day I was over here watching Brother Jones, bro. I was just watching his videos, going through his videos, trying to see what's the best lockdown defender build on next gen. Cause you know, I just got next gen recently. Everybody been really out here struggling to even get these consoles, bro. But like, I was like, okay, boom, I gotta go watch all the possible build videos I can just to make sure my build is crispy off rip. But like I said, bro, I was just watching Brother Jones' video, and like I was watching him put attributes like everywhere, and I was like, bro, let me just go ahead and move around to my little liking, because really ain't nobody ever gonna keep, like, if you watch a build video and you take what they say attribute for attribute without possibly discovering whether you could get more badges than what you really got, you gotta be a fool, bro, because there's no other way that you could really have the best build possible if you don't do no experimenting for yourself. So off the rip, bro, I had to make sure I experimented, bro. So the first thing I did was tweak with the shooting, because I was just simply not comfortable with the stats that he had. So what you looking at right now is Brother Jones' exact build, bro. As you could tell, like, key little things on the screen right now I want y'all to look at real quick is just his weight, you know, his shooting badges, and his shooting attributes. That's just a couple of things that like strictly is like kind of different from my build, bro. And another thing that's really key right now is that post control. So I want y'all to look at that mid range, I want y'all to look at the post control and the passing accuracy, bro, off the rip.
He copied my whole fucking flow, word for word, bar for bar.
So YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I did different. The first thing is I changed the weight from 185 to 190, and the weight is just so important this year, dog, just because it could change anything outside of, like, you know, our usual years we used to like speed with ball being changed, but this year, you know, anything could be changed down the perimeter defense. So you just gotta be really careful. I chose 190 because I wanted my guy to have a little bit size on him. I ain't want him too skinny, so he'd be able to guard, you know, a little bit bigger players. The first thing I did was just max out my driving layup dunk, maxed out my standard dunk, and I bumped up the post control to 36. And if you play next gen already, you already know how OP slashing is. Now, for the people who haven't played next gen, bro, you'll understand when you get the game. But right now, as it stands, as a 12-14, slashing is unstoppable, bro. I don't care who you is, bro. You can have all the badges you want. It's damn near unstoppable, bro. I'm running a build with 20 badges and was cooked by a slasher the other day, like indirect, just getting cooked like Loud Main. Just put that in perspective. I was inside there with 20 defensive badges getting cooked, bro. If my life depended on it to stop one lob in the wreck, bro, out of 10 tries, or the universe depended on me to stop one, bro, we will all be dead right now, bro. Simple as that. All right, let's talk about the shooter real quick now. We're going to max out the mid-range and three-point shot all the way and bump up the free throw to about a 79 now. I don't know you guys experience the same thing, but for me, if I have my three-point at a high rating and my mid-range shot ain't high, bro, for some reason I'm still going to be breaking that shot. So somebody got to look into that at 2K, bro, because it's something like, I feel like that mid-range shot got a huge influence on the three-point shot. All right, bro, for playmaking, I went ahead and put my ball handling on 75 and my passing accuracy on 60. I maxed out my speed with ball. Now look, the reason why I put my ball handling on 75 specifically, bro, is because if you put it on 76, you will not get no sharpshooter takeover. It's just that simple, bro. Like, if you put it on 76, you'll get a shot creator takeover rather than sharpshooter. So I just had to people that. So like, so far we looking really nice. We got 25, 12, and 5, bro. Little something to work with. Obviously, out of this little thing, this little area over here is 5 badge points. Ain't really that much. So if it was me, I honestly would just go either with, like, you know, a little boost, nice little boost, and put my little ankle breaker on no silver if I could, but most importantly, everybody off the rip gotta get quick first step. If you ain't got quick first step, it's over with. Alright, now we're gonna get to what y'all boys came for, the defense. Now look, y'all could do what I did, but like I said, it's never a bright idea to exactly copy somebody, because you never know, you might end up finding something of your own that I didn't even peep, and you might end up with more badges than me. So do a little experimenting, but if all fails, you know, and this the best y'all can find, come back to this. So what I'm gonna do, put the interior defense, gotta be on the 30, bro. Perimeter defense, steals, blocks, all gotta be maxed out. The defensive rebound has to be maxed out. You ain't gotta worry about touching the offensive rebound, because certain stat categories directly correlate to each other on the game, dog. So like, if you upgrade defensive rebound all the way, your offensive rebound finna come up with it to a certain extent. Now, the physicals, that's the most important thing on the game. Everybody already should know that by now, because you can have the best build in the world, you know what I'm saying, in terms of stats. But if you slow, you know, you're too slow to get out on the court, you really can't, you know, you really can't get no free open lane dunks. You're going to throw up a whole bunch of contested dunks every time. Or, you know, just having that little vert could get you like more shot contests, make you jump high for the boards, little stuff like that. So really key to have your speed all the way maxed out, acceleration maxed out, vert maxed out, stamina maxed out, and put the rest on strength. Can't have everything, but just put the rest on strength. You should be fine, just because really this a guard position. Like, this a guard build. You could guard like 1 through 4, as long as the 4 ain't too big. I wouldn't expect to guard no 7 threes out there, but you can get a little shot contest every now and then. Something simple, something slight. Then you gotta count in the attributes at 99. Like, you get a +5 for 99.9. Then you get a +4 for 99. So really, you in the game if you look at it like that, because speed out of 88, acceleration 85, you know, the vert being the 92, you know, the stamina being maxed out, and then you put in all them 4s or +5s, you can maintain that 99.9 on, you know, your perimeter, your steals, your blocks, your rebounds, or the part where it comes the most key at. The reason why I wanted them 12 badges, bro, because it comes most key at that shooting, bro. You gotta have that shooting like that, because again, that 90 mid-range finna bail you out, along with that 85. It's gonna be a little 90 or 91 mid-range, depending on if you at 99.9, and then you're gonna either be at 86 or 85 3-point shot. So with 12 shooting badges, you gonna be hitting. Alright, so I just threw up a little side-by-side comparison so y'all can see the difference between my build and Brother Jones' build, and just so y'all can see what's the difference. The main thing that really hop out on the screen is the 2 extra shooting badges. And I know y'all looking like, oh, you excited because it's 2 extra shooting badges, but you got to think that could take you from bronze all the way to gold, and we all know the difference and what that is. And on top of that, there's not too much difference. Like, in the stat categories, he really hasn't beat me out. If you look at the numbers, bro, I'm beating him out in almost every stat category. And the main category I'm really beating him out is in playmaking, just off the rip, because his ball handlers is only a 65. Mine's off the rip is a 75. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the takeover real quick. So for me, your primary just has to be extreme clamps, bro. There can't be no other way. Just based off of, like, I know there's other defending takeovers, bro, but like these boys, it's so glitchy this year. Just to guard as a PG, bro, is so glitchy. So you got to be able to like force them to pick up the ball, bro. Otherwise, they get into the paint, you really ain't got no hope. I don't care what you say, talk about shot contest on the perimeter. You gonna get shot contest anyways off of that damn 95 perimeter defense. But if you don't got no type of like clamps to like actually lock them up and make sure they got to pick up the ball, bro, it's gonna be a super difficult day on you. Super difficult. I'm telling you that off the rip. But yeah, so like that right there, bro, is just gonna be a badge that you gotta get. Now the next badge you need to get is either limitless range or spot up precision. Now, bro, I'm gonna be just honest with you, bro. That spot up precision do not really work like that, and that's coming off a guy that got a build just like that. I've been seeing people hit these limitless range, so I'm automatically assuming like that limitless range takeover gotta be what's making them hit, because spot up precision, bro, it's really like as long as they get a shot contest on it, it's over with. Let's get into the badges real quick. So as you can see, these are the badges I'm going with, but the ones that I have on Hall of Fames are keepers. They're absolutely must-have badges. Now, you can mix up your preferences when it comes to Acrobat and Heat Seeker, but I would probably prefer Acrobat over Heat Seeker due to the fact that it actually does something to your skills rather than Heat Seeker just boosting your takeover, which is already going to be reps quickly just because you're a defender. You're going to get that off rip. Damn near being a defender, getting a mad shot contest and taking ball every play. So those are really not needed. But the ones that really are needed, Fearless Finisher and Giant Slayer, I noticed those two work. But the ones on Hall of Fame are the ones that just are like not only work but just overpowered and unstoppable. Alright, so these are the shooting badges we finna go with. Now, if you play next gen already, you know these are the must-have badges. And even though we can't get all the badges that we possibly would want, we get them the most important ones. That's the reason why I said those two little badges is really a big difference when you don't have that much badges, because that's the difference between bronze and gold. Now, I already know the most OP ones are Green Machine, Deep Threes, Hot Shot, and Hot Zone Hunter. So those are the ones I went with, because if you don't have those on, you're probably not going to hit that consistently. Now, Blinder is a very important badge, but we just don't got enough badge points to get those. Now, for the playmaking, this kind of simplistic. You're going to need quick first step as a slasher, and then the other one is just preference. But I decided to put on Ankle Breaker so I could be able to, like, you know, get a little jiggy with my 75 ball handler, which is going to be a 79 at 99. And, well, it could be an 80 at 99.9, but what I'm going to do is just boost a little bit on the playmaking, be able to dribble just a tad bit when I want to cheese in the park or when I'm trying to get a little open shot. Nothing too major there. Really simplistic. Now, the defensive badges, they are really pretty much preferences, but what I had to go with was ankle braces, because if you playing against someone with ankle breaker on Hall of Fame, that badge is OP, so you're going to need ankle braces off the rip. Clamps, that's a must-have. We already know that. Chase down artists is a must-have. That's really up to preference, because if you playing twos, you really don't need that. But, you know, all the other badges, they pretty much must-haves outside of rebound chaser because you're a guard. But I always like having that little rebound chaser on because I'm bigger than the other guards. So I'm going to get the rebound over them. But the last little badge point really just comes down to preference to what you want to really put it on, because I feel like, you know, you could always put it on Clutch Defender or some badge like that, but it's better off, you know, taking it from gold to Hall of Fame. And if I was to do that with any badges, it most likely would be either Intimidator, I'll put Hall of Fame, Interceptor, Pickpocket, or Ankle Braces, just because those are key badges. And one other thing I probably would do, since we can't even get clamps on Hall, I probably would just tell my center, like, hey, yo, put on your defensive leader real quick, because the difference between Hall of Fame and gold, you already know it, like, that's the difference. But these people really be out here just, like, you know, using them offensive threat bills, and they killing it, so you're going to need all the help you really could get. But yeah, this is definitely the little lineup you're going to want to go with when using your badges, something similar to this. I don't care what you put it on, just have these type of badges, especially, you know, the little badges like Pogo Stick, because they like pump faking in the paint. Plus, you want to be able to guard a couple of people. You know, this year, for some reason, it seemed like they getting their offensive rebounds out the ass. And once they do that, it's really nothing you could do if you don't got Pogo Stick on. So, little badges like that, they definitely matter. But you could put your stuff on something else if you want to. And also, like, you know, there's badges that could boost your defense, your takeover by playing good defense. So you could probably always think about putting that on. But, I mean, defense really is going to happen. You're going to get your takeover when you get it. So all of that really don't matter. Especially because you got hot shot on and stuff like that. That boosts your takeover meter anyways. Now, I know y'all boys going to be on my head because I ain't even got Pit Dodger on. But really, like, these the badges I use for twos. Now, if you're a threes player or a ret player, bro, you can go with different badges. But in all honesty, Pit Dodger never really like works like that. You able to fight through screens without Pit Dodger on, in my opinion, because I throw it on, I just really see the difference anyways, because people just be rapping the ret, so that's not going to help. And, you know, in the park, you know, most of the time they do ISO situations, so you really don't need it. But if you want to put that badge on, you got to find a place that you're going to take a hit somewhere else. And I'm not taking no hit on no ankle braces, so most likely they're going to look like, you know, the Pit Pogo Stick or something like that. But even then, you really don't want to take no risk on that really either. If you playing, depending on what you're doing, dog. But it's all purpose and preference, bro. If you want to put on Pit Dodger, put it on by all means. This the build I'm going to be rocking with, because I just never seen Pit Dodger as that effective of a badge ever. The rest of the badges is pretty much things y'all already knew about, like Chase Down Artist, Pickpocket, and Rim Protector. Intercepting, like, you know, little badges we've been using for about a year or two now. But the new badges like Ankle Braces definitely are key. Now look, if you was messing with the video, dog, what I need y'all to do, either share the video, like the video, or subscribe to the channel. Do one of those 3 for me. I ain't asking you to do all 3. Now you can if you want to, but do one of those 3, because I know y'all got some homeboys on y'all friends list that got a lockdown build, but it's not as OP as this one. They can't really slash. Either they can only shoot, you know, and play defense, but they really can't slash, or they can play defense and slash but can't really shoot because they only got the 10 badges, the 9 badges. But yeah, like I said, make sure y'all tap in next video. Got one coming soon. If this video do well, I'm gonna try to drop another video on the build this week that's probably even more OP than this one.